Welcome to episode
10.
10? Oh shit, perfect 10. There we go. With the perfect guest. There we go. I'm Lauren
Get in
Ben.
there.
I'm Greg Beachler, and today we have, sorry my guy, my favorite security guard, like a local celebrity. Can't say enough about this guy. He has better hair than me, he's taller than me, a little bit darker. Everything about him pisses me off, but I love him. Anyway, who we got today?
We got Brian A. Dennis.
Brian A. Dennis. A stands for
Already.
already. There we go. All right, SpongeBob SquarePants. There we go.
Nah.
Already. All
No,
hands.
illegal.
I
All hands
appreciate
up.
the intro. That was very nice, Greg.
No. If you've ever done any comedy here on I-5, like in Puget Sound area, you know who Brian Dennis is. He's the big dude, making sure things don't get too out of hand.
That was a couple years ago. I don't work that hard anymore.
This is a Jordan Wizard years that we're getting. We're singing it right now.
4-5 on the jersey all day.
No, he's a Michael Jordan security guard, but the Michael Jordan of baseball. That's what he's doing.
Oh, still getting paid though.
There we go.
He's coasting.
Oh man, he's on the
glory
cover.
in the former days. I know what it is.
Imagine being on the cover of Sports Illustrated for sucking. You know, that's what. No, I'm not saying you. That's what Michael Jordan was. They said bag at Michael, and Michael Jordan never talked to them ever again.
Good, man. I mean,
Yeah,
like, what? Bag it.
bag it. Yeah.
I don't bag it on my penis. I got Anthony Edwards. No. Oh boy. What's I can't think of his last name.
Who are we talking about? Jordan's teammates?
No, Jordan's son. His
Oh,
illegitimate son.
Marcus. Yes, he was.
No. His son that's in the NBA.
LeBron's son.
No.
Michael Jordan's son.
Plays for Miami. What are we?
No, played for Milwaukee.
Oh no. Gosh, I can't think of his name right now, but he looks like him. But yeah, I know he's.
Yeah.
Look him up. There's
Anthony something, right?
Anthony something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds terrible. People
You're talking about a guy who like played for
They're
the Heat.
yelling at us completely for
I love it too. Just
our lack of NBA knowledge. Just so we're clear, the two black people on this podcast are very light skinned. So, you can't hold that against
I don't
us.
even watch basketball. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, Greg was worried. Okay, so what's going on? It was just a miscommunication on time, even though I put everything in writing. I was like, hey, let's do things on Monday. Greg forgot. Today was Calzone Day, right?
I didn't know it was Calzone Day.
On this Calzone Day.
I don't
That's
really
totally
pay
fine.
attention to the kitchen. It
This
just
is
happens.
this is fine. And then like you guys had to take off the fire detector because it gets really hot in here. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's so sensitive. If you open up the oven, this is great podcasting right now.
Getting real inside.
In our studio.
Open the oven. It just like sets off this fire detector. They're all connected in the house, so it'll all go off. It's wild. I hate it.
This is why I know we're half black because you guys don't know anything about basketball, and Greg has batteries in his fire alarm thing.
See, my smoke detectors are both on the floor. In my house,
And he's tall, so he's more black than you do.
I know. It's all no excuse. You can just plug it back in.
He's just
High
already
ceilings, bro.
I watch this like when we get on the stool and it's like, wait, Brian could do this. He's our biggest guest we've had in a minute.
Even on the stool.
How tall are you, Brian?
Stretching dude, it's
I
terrible.
am
This is a big show.
6'7", 330.
We can ask for
40.
you.
I'll get in there.
Look at you.
When you're as big as me, you have to say how much you weigh, or people assume you're very skinny.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, you're like a Samoan Undertaker.
No, Islander. I whooped my mom is black and my dad is white. I get Islander a lot. One of the reviews, one of the best negative reviews I've gotten claimed me to be an Islander, but I'll take it.
Best negative review. That's the best. No offense to all the Samoans watching this right now.
All
On
three.
Polynesian YouTube. There we go.
Yeah.
It's one guy, three views.
3 years. He counts as 3 years. He's a big guy. Anyways, yeah. So you're a security guard. I love coming by. I usually come to the show like partway through, and I'm always lit from something else. And I'm just there, and you always say the same thing. It's like, hey man, why don't you just do you ever turn it off, man? You always got to like roast everybody walking in every time. I'm like, I'm sorry, no. I don't need anything.
You like to hold court in the back of the comedy club when you walk in, and it is always something funny coming out of your mouth. Greg, not so much.
Greg's never there.
Greg's never there, so
Greg's never there, so don't count. But yeah, no, I just love talking shit about everything, man. They had this. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that come by, at the club and stuff. You probably got stories for days. I could only imagine.
I have fun stories of all kinds. Bombs, destroying, weird green rooms, weird meet and greets. I've got them all.
What is the weirdest meet and greet you've ever seen? Let's go into this.
Yeah,
Let's
a
get
lot of
weird.
weird stuff.
Easy. That led to a TikTok beef that got squashed when I saw this guy. So when I worked at the Parlor in Bellevue, great club.
Yeah, that's when I met Brian.
That's when I met both of you guys.
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy was doing a meet and greet in the side room where the pool tables were in the bar. And the guy that came through was chirping a little bit. You could tell he was drunk. He said something and kind of walked away. As he was walking away, Jamie Kennedy picked up one of the stools and tried to throw it at the guy as he walked away.
Why? Because he's just
Because
trash.
Jamie Kennedy is insane. He's going to see this too, because we're saying his name. Let me finish. So, I was watching a TikTok and something Jamie Kennedy did on a video. I posted underneath it about, I hope you don't throw a chair at anybody. He fucking responded underneath. And it just so happened that he was coming to the club that very next fucking weekend. The very first thing this crazy man says to me is, "We gonna beat this weekend, bro?"
Oh man, he's a small guy too.
Yeah, come on, bro.
But we squashed it. I told him it was funny. And it was all. And Jamie Kennedy is a good guy.
Okay,
In the end, he's a good guy, but verifiably insane.
Did you ask him what you said?
He wouldn't have remembered because Jamie Kennedy, I think, has lost his fastball.
Okay.
Dude, it's about to be a beat and greet like with this guy.
How long were you waiting for that one? Tons?
Yeah, I was like, here's another Jamie Kennedy story. Logan Cantrell was a host for him. You hear about that Logan Cantrell shit? Logan Cantrell's a local guy. He hosted. And then he's new, so he doesn't know a lot of comedy etiquette right away. He doesn't understand, so he's just chilling on the couch, like eating food, like has his legs spread out like all across the whole, couch there. And he like eats, and he's eating, apparently he's chewing loudly, and he's watching the NBA playoffs loudly on the phone. And Jamie Kennedy just gets in there after a long flight. What is this? Hey, what's going on? And he's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And it's like, I'm not in the mood to talk, or whatever. And then he just goes on his YouTube videos, like some of the worst openers I've had. He's like, but he did say, like, he was a really funny guy. He just didn't know what green room etiquette.
Okay, at least you got the funny guy.
You got the funny guy part.
As long as you get that, everything else is forgettable. Like, he was a funny guy.
It's just funny because like everyone, like a lot of the local like open mics, they hit me up. Do you see what Jamie Kennedy said about Logan? It's like, no, that listen, like, oh fuck, that's funny. That's something Logan would do. And like just not thinking about, oh shit, my bad. Like you could have just told me. Like, dude, comedians aren't normal people. They just gotta tell you, like, you just be like, oh shit, no.
Well, I mean, I think that's a white comic thing. Like, he walked in there and put his feet on the couch. I know the things that have happened on the couch once, so I wouldn't put my feet on. I wouldn't lay my face anywhere near any portion of that leather couch in that green room. But
it's like the casting couch of comedy.
Yeah,
he was in there like Dave Chappelle portraying Rick James. He was kicking and just out. Probably had his shoes off. We know Logan. He had his shoes off, and he didn't look like a comic. Probably had shorts on, some shirt he wore for 3 days.
Shout out Logan, man. You're doing
I got to work with this guy this weekend.
This guy come
Shots fired. Shots fired, Logan.
3 weeks later, like, we had such a good weekend.
Every comedian goes up and like, so we beefing this week, dude? Every comic.
What's the biggest bomb you've ever seen?
The bombs are great. I'm sorry for you guys, but I enjoy those more than anything that happens in that club. I don't care how funny the joke is you tell. When you guys eat shit, you can hear me laughing in the back. But I'll say, I don't think I've ever told you you've had a bad set because I don't think you've ever had one when I've seen you.
Who you talking about? First off, say names.
Greg, I'm sorry. This isn't a visual medium. Greg, I always tell you how great you do. I was thinking about that on the way in. You were very funny.
Thank you.
Naren. But the worst bomb that I ever The worst bomb that I ever saw. Again, you have to go. Well, I'll go one from each club.
Okay.
At the Parlor in Bellevue.
It's not, all of them are my bombs at each club.
No, you did great. You did great. You always did great at the Parlor. You killed it. But John Rudnitsky, he was on Saturday Night Live.
Always that Saturday Night Live guy.
Yes, I have opinions on that too. But the Saturday Night Live guys always have a problem controlling the room because they really, it's a lot of monologuing and it's not so much stand up. So they have to start and finish and everything has to be the same way every time or they lose it. So if you know the Parlor on Thursday nights, it was Latin night. And if you don't fill up that room on Thursday night, you can hear every beat, every rhyme that is going on in that nightclub that is 5 feet away. Now, John had about 40 people in there on that Thursday, and you could hear every syllable that the DJ was playing and saying. And he lost it on stage. It's like, this fucking Latin night just had a complete meltdown.
He went Kramer, but anti-Latino instead.
And it threw him off so bad that he couldn't finish because he needed to go from A to B to C and couldn't go from A to C to D or E or F like both of you can.
Yeah, man, you gotta be able to roll those punches.
They gotta roll with the punches.
That's hilarious.
It's a Latin punches for sure.
They're so quiet.
Yeah.
Like you don't even speak Spanish. You understand what they're saying. It's that quiet. I'm learning.
It's so quiet. It just all he hears in his head is like, no bueno. He has nightmares. Listen, like Enrique Iglesias. like, I wish he was my hero, baby. I needed a hero that night. Oh my goodness.
At Tacoma Comedy Club, the worst bomb. You know what? I've seen a lot of bad comedy. I haven't seen any really good bombs.
Okay.
But I will use this opportunity to shit on Little Duval because he performed a couple weeks ago. I don't know when this comes out.
Oh, reason. All right. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He performed a couple weeks ago, and that headliner was on stage for 25 minutes.
Get the fuck.
25 minutes of comedy. He was on stage for 25 minutes, and part of that 25 minutes were 2 songs that he performs.
Okay.
He performs the 2 songs. So
Sounds like Chingy headlining a festival. Let me be right there twice.
Chingy is being nice to and he's 4 foot nothing, so you can barely see him on stage.
Oh, it's little.
He sat against the wall and told jokes. Now he was funny for the 10 minutes or so that he told those jokes. I will say that, but fucking for not doing a headliner's amount of comedy.
Yeah, like 18 openers. Was it like last comedy club?
He had 3 openers. He had the first guy to get the host. I'm doing air quotes because if you know urban shows, the word host is always in air quotes. His host did a smooth 35.
Okay.
Awful comedy.
Smooth 35.
Oh man.
The next comic he brought on was a woman that spent her 30 minutes twerking and reciting City Girl lyrics to a lackluster crowd. They weren't into it.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy, I forget his name. It's bad of me that I forget his name. He was very funny. The third guy he brought in was an older black guy.
He just wanted the bad ones.
The older black guy was very funny.
Yeah, he was the only professional there. Like these fucking youngsters.
It's pretty much
you could tell. Just angry at this chick's twerking on stage, like don't fuck joke.
Bitch, punchline, sit up, punchline. Back in my day. It's funny though. Me and Greg, we did like Wednesday open mic, just hang out at like club comedy. Like, hey, club comedy's fun. We did an all right set here. It was good. We got a lot of props and everything. It's like, I kind of want to go to Flight Path in Burien. And here's the thing about Flight Path in Burien though. There's always a non-comics that always perform in Flight Path in Burien. And I told her, like, yeah, you know what sucks about Flight Path in Burien? You got to follow a guy. There's always a guy and a girl every week. They'd be like, you were sucking dick like this. You fucking whatever. Yeah, but you know, and every time it happened, they just act it out, and that's the entire set. And literally, when Greg has to follow a guy that does that.
What I say though, as soon as I walked up. You're saying, I was like, man, he modeled that too well. I was just too fucking like, this is personal experience he's talking about. see some kids doing shit. I'm like, no, man, you just knew the motions. You didn't just see that a lot.
You practice to get to it.
That's like your neural memory.
Practice to get to it.
I was like, this is perfect time. I was like, great. This is what happens every weekend. There's always one guy. He only does this room, does jokes just like this. It's a different person every week.
Bring like 14 people on.
Yeah, they run the whole crowd.
I told you he was the funniest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
He's in charge. He's like, he should be headlining. You know, like
the funniest dude at the plant. Or in the office.
He's like Exhibit at 8 Mile. He's the best rapper. Yeah. But that's literally what he had to find. My worst vibe I ever had, I had to open up for B. Simone. And her headlining set was just all that. Just on her knees, like it was a nonstop. I'm like, man. And every time some people saw me, like, hey, I saw you open up a piece. I'm like, what night specifically? Was it Friday? I was off. I was off all of Friday. Saturday I did good. I went up there, I sang and I danced, which I don't normally do.
I would like to see that.
I sang and I danced.
He ate shit. I remember this because the great thing about doing what I do is I've seen so much of your guys' comedy live. And he ate shit for B. Simone, and she was a bitch.
You're right. B. Simone, he calling you out. If we see you again,
Simone,
you better ask him, like, yo, we got a problem, I'll be here all weekend.
I ate so much shit on Friday. It was the worst, dude. It was like, after the second set, the DJ's like, hey, you know what we can do? We can do a little dance with the music. I don't need musical cues. The DJ's like, don't worry, I got this musical cue. I'm great at what I do. And you know what he did? He did the music before the joke happened. Like, yo, listen to before I said R. Kelly, the songs I played, and I just paused on stage like, oh, this couldn't go any worse. The show started an hour and a half late, and it was an urban show. People had like the balloons, like it was a fucking nightclub birthday. Like people were arguing still, not everyone's settled in yet. It's almost midnight, and I'm still on stage. I shouldn't be on stage at midnight.
Trying to get him to laugh at Khaki Chan. I love it. Man, I love it.
If Khaki Chan doesn't work, if that's one of the bars, like that doesn't work, like, I'm just gonna be uphill battle right there. I got a joke where I call myself Khaki Chan because I wear brown slacks.
Don't give it out for free, man.
Yeah, man,
you would fight. Yeah,
so funny.
But that's the opener. If that opener doesn't work, if I have like 5 other jokes, if those jokes don't work, I am fucked. You know, it's like if Dr. Dre did like, all right, if he did nothing but a G thing and everyone just was just quiet, nothing's all right. This is gonna be an uphill battle.
How old are y'all? 23. Oh, all right.
Who came the farthest tonight? All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy. What's okay? Those are the 2 worst bombs. Those clubs right there.
Another dude from Staten Island, like Chris Kattan. I think I watched Bomb.
Oh.
So hard. And Tim Meadows in Spokane. People are like, love Tim Meadows, but I'm like, that was the worst show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows, Spokane, in Washington.
And he does like every New Year's Eve, right? Every holiday.
Yeah. He did New Year's at our club. He was okay.
I think it's crazy that he's always on the road in the holidays. Like his family's want him around. It's like, you know, go do this thing.
Yeah, listen. Tim Meadows is the ladies' man. I witnessed it firsthand. The office managers in Tacoma love Tim Meadows.
Shit, if you're a single mom bored at home, bro, like and Tim Meadows comes,
bring him a fish sandwich.
You tired of being a customer service agent? Tim Meadows will change your life.
Okay.
Oh, your husband's away with the child at a resort. You're just doing girls' night. You wanted to go see the guy from SNL? No, yo, you're in. He's got that. Oh man.
Next thing you know, you're traveling to Spokane, Washington.
See, that's where you lost him there. You lost him there, Doc. Like, oh, this is good. Some girls are just like, oh, right, it's going to sit. Oh, Spokane. Never mind. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, Chris Kattan had the biggest bomb I've ever seen. My mom ever saw. Like, she still talks about it. My mom doesn't go to comedy shows, but he shit the bed at the Parlor in Seattle, which was a shit show in and of itself.
Oh, Seattle, yeah.
You know, shout out to Seattle Parlor.
Shout out to Seattle Parlor.
There's nothing else around. That used to be the old Fox Sports Grill.
Is it even the Fox Sports Grill, or is it?
It was like, which is also a weird thing. It was kind of like, there's nothing in that area. Yeah, there's nothing else there. So like, they're having foot traffic. Like, okay, homeless. Hey, Fox Sports Grill. All right, this is the location. Because when you think of grilled food, you think of Fox Sports.
That's crazy to say out loud. Like Fox Sports, like.
Yeah, think of like worst channels.
Watch your football coverage, but I'm gonna eat your hamburger.
Yeah, let's go. I want to go eat at the Lifetime Television for Women Grill first. That's what we're doing.
I have news affiliate like getting into franchises anyway. What is the deal? Or breaking into the food game? Just tell news, man. Shut the fuck up.
No, the sports channel.
So either way, it's the same company, same.
We're either Fox Weather Grill. Have to say. ABC Weather Grill. Channel. Steve Poole. The Steve Poole party. That's what we're gonna call it. Rest in peace, Steve Poole.
Yeah, Weather Channel sushi is the list.
Steve Poole would come to the parlor a lot. He liked the nightclub, and he'd come to a comedy show.
He went to Latin night a lot.
R.I.P. Steve Poole, you were the man.
I have a Steve Poole sort of party.
Steve Poole got bitches. I don't know.
Past tense, bro.
God, yes, I said God.
He got them. Not now. It'd be weird. Now.
Yeah. But Steve Poole was again, ladies' man.
He's a ladies' man. You know what's going on? There's a lot of women in Seattle. They're doing on a Ouija board talking to Steve Poole, asking what the weather is like tomorrow, right now.
All the newscasters that I met loved to come to the parlor and get drunk.
It'd be crazy.
Joyce Taylor.
My
wife hates Joyce Taylor because
just all
she
the
was feeling your boy.
Oh yeah, she's like, oh, so 6, 7 chocolate, oh 3, 20.
I told
physics, nobody can really fuck with you, really. Even an MMA fighter, 185, he can't hit you hard enough, bro.
I made the mistake of telling my wife that Joyce Taylor was hitting on me one night. And even still to this day, if we pass Cairo 7 on the TV channel,
oh, that bitch joke.
I can only imagine your I can imagine your wife.
Let me get some popcorn for you. I know you're excited. I know how jealous chicks are.
That'd be funny. Like your wife you watch Cairo 7 News, and she'll be like, "Oh, Joyce Taylor, breaking news! There's a murder downtown." And he was like, "I wish it was you, bitch." You know, just like whatever.
Oh, it wasn't you reported on it? How come not live on the scene when it was happening?
Could you imagine something because a big time athlete that gets interviewed by Joyce Taylor? She gets all pissed off.
That would be funny. I had to hang out with her for 3 hours. What are you talking about? We were doing a whole coverage story on it.
By the way, for those who don't know, he has a super athlete of a son. He's like 7'2". He's like, no.
Oh, okay. My son is going to be a sophomore this season at Lincoln High School.
Oh shit! My son knows.
He's 6'2" and a half, 240 pounds. Runs a 4.8 40. It's going to go down at Lincoln High School. He's going to do some damage.
So funny.
I'm excited for
him. And I made him out of my balls. That's what I wake up every day and think about. I created it.
Remember that, ladies. He's still got lots of creation left in him.
Remember, he's like, remember the ingredients. Listen, shout out to Joyce Taylor. But now to you mean Moist Taylor. But anyways, your wife's going to hate this episode so much.
I listened to your little episode.
That's a good.
Jennifer, I love you very much.
Yeah.
Fuck Joyce Taylor, but she was feeling the bull. I'm just saying.
There's no way your wife fucking around with a 6'7" dude not knowing. It's like, yeah. Like,
dude.
Yeah, it is what it is. She knows what's up.
Yeah, dude, even Steve Rabel hits on you, dude. It's whatever. It's all the news people.
Steve Rabel of Latin Night. I've met.
They all go to Latin Night? Dude, that's crazy.
What's the dude? Jesse? Jesse would come through for Latin Night all, the big fat guy?
Was it Justice with Jesse or something?
Yeah, he would come through. The white guys on Channel 13, they would get wasted at Harvard.
You mean you don't hang out at the Fox Sports Grill? The Fox people? The Fox people don't hang out.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Oh, man. Oh, that's crazy. But they had a bunch of news people come by. Who was a reference of like a comedian to deal with? Like, because as a security guard, you probably did deal with some people. Like, here, I have one story I want to go talk before I did this. I was hanging out at a bar with a bar manager at this different club, and Cedric the Entertainer was there, and then I just remembered. we're like, it's like, oh shit, we're running. It's like, shit, we're so packed. Like, there's so much shit going on. I can't do it. And this other security guy's like, yo, you really want some more XO Hennessy? Like, it's like, no, we don't know where to get XO Hennessy this late at night. That's what's on this rider.
So they hit him.
So okay.
Ignoring your boy. No.
I was there. So like, what happened was like, no, you got to know. I was like, no, I don't know anyone right now. It's late. I could barely make some calls. Like, oh, he wants it now. So what he did was he took a bottle, an empty bottle that was on the back room that is always empty, and he poured regular Hennessy in there. And then the guy who handed him watched him like, here you go. Just like kind of nervously. He's like, yeah, the bottom end of Hennessy. Compared to the top end Hennessy. So anyways, he poured it into a thing, and he just drank it. He's like, that's a good shit right there. He had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, dude.
No one ever does though. I think
there's a difference. There is a difference.
I'm sure there is. There
is a difference.
Every study they've ever done. Like, so what's the difference between this? I don't know. It's like exactly
$200.
Exactly. That's what psychologically you think it's better because you.
Oh no, it's smoother. It's 100%.
Is it smoother?
But not worth $200 more.
I guess there are some smoother joints, man. Like Giant Walker Blue. You ever had that?
No, I'm not much of a drinker. I'm a vodka soda guy when I do drink.
You want some vodka? I got some Tito's, bro.
I've already cracked the seal, man.
Okay.
I knew what I was getting into when I knew I was coming to hang out with.
I'm saying, you want another drink? I can get you a vodka soda.
No, I'm here for the experience. I'm drinking the brown.
I'm just saying, you gotta drink the brown. I don't want to get all violent. Some people do, and you're a big guy. None of us can continue. We can't continue.
I like that you said that you had a black mom and a white dad. I've only known 2 other mixed people like that my entire life. It's like a rarer mix.
Oh. Dude, like a unicorn.
It is.
A big Samoan unicorn.
That's what you need.
The very first Roastamania. I'm like, let's give a Brian tour guide. I fucking did a slideshow of him. It was like, you just watched it.
Get a Samoan.
It's like give it up for our bodyguard. It's Samoan Drake. He had like shorter hair, whatever.
I've been in the Roastmania slideshow. So.
Yes. They did one for Tommy too, because like I had to do. Everyone knows Tommy's left.
Yeah, shout out Tommy, bro.
Tommy's my guy. I could use like a 20-cent raise. I'm just saying.
20 cent, yeah.
Give a 20-cent raise.
Not trying to be just enough where he can't say no, but yes is.
Yeah, that is a good strategy right there.
Just do it every 3 months for 40 years. Come on, it's 20 cents. What are you talking about?
Do you have a nicer car than I do, man? Shut the fuck up.
Man said that he does have a nice car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's good. But yeah, who was a comic that was difficult to work with?
Eddie Griffin at Tacoma Comedy Club was one of the hardest comics I've ever had to work with, and he probably wins it at the other club because I've worked with him at both. But at the Tacoma Comedy Club, he the first night, if you've been to the comedy club, there isn't a bathroom in the green room, which can be tough for some acts.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the club.
It's tough walking, but a guy like him assumes that everybody there will recognize him the second he steps out, so he doesn't want to step out. And Eddie, in order to teach us a lesson about where we put bathrooms, pissed in the garbage can the entire night and left it in the garbage can.
Sounds like a cool guy.
So this is Friday. He pisses in the garbage can Friday, and then we have to get one of those outside bathrooms the next day because nobody's dealing with Eddie Griffin's piss.
Yeah. Hey, we got a porta potty for you outside. We're not gonna redo our whole plumbing. You know what I mean? While we're doing that, we're not gonna reroute a whole bunch of pipes and shit. But we'll get you a porta potty.
It was one of those really nice ones where they have the fake countertops inside, make you forget like you're not pissing in the same.
Just outside. Shit. What's this about? No, this is Eddie Griffin's.
This is It's serious.
It's locked.
Yeah, this is for Eddie Griffin. He had a key to it and everything. He was.
I'll ask that. Do you want a nicer bucket, dude? Like I'll give you one.
But and again, I saw the piss in the garbage can myself. This man tried to teach us a lesson by peeing in the garbage can.
Yeah,
good.
And then, so again, I'm sorry.
I hope you got plumbers on the way right now. Some demolition teams.
I feel like I've been trashing black people a lot. So
he's trying to think of another white comic. He's like, what?
So from the parlor, the worst person I had to deal with was Whitney Cummings.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's hear about this. She was very nice. Her interaction with me was fine. She was a very nice woman. She was funny on stage. A room full of women, they loved her. to get outside a meet and greet or taking pictures, all she does is she stands in the center of the stage and says, you can come up on stage and take selfies while you're standing there. That's weird because I have to stand behind her. So I'm in all these pictures, just strangely just standing with my hands behind my back, making sure they don't come on stage. And when she's done, I have to walk her at the parlor. It was connected to the hotel they stayed at. So I had to walk her to the hotel. And again, very nice.
Beautiful assassinated. Why?
Until we get to the hotel.
Because she pees in a bucket.
When we get to the hotel, I have to walk her up to her room. Now, as we're walking up to the room, I'm looking around and I see there's a lot of people. The hotel is busy. We start going up to her room and we get off the elevator on her floor. When we get off, I hear the loudest rap music ever. They're having a sorority party or a sorority reunion at the end of her hallway, and it is just blasting. And the look on this woman's face was she was the angriest white woman I'd ever seen at that point. She goes downstairs and she rips into the hotel staff in a way that made me want to carry them out of that hotel and drive them straight home. I felt so bad for every person that she yelled at. She yelled at more than one person, irregardless of what they did at that hotel. They all got it from both barrels. She was a bitch.
Man, I'm just the bellman.
Exactly. I'm the night guy that's just checking people in.
I'm just delivering someone's Uber Eats right now.
What the fuck is this with you? Jesus.
Yeah. So she got a whole floor to herself, essentially. They moved her up 2 floors, and it had to be 2 because she could still hear the music when she went up. She had to go up each floor and determine if she could still hear it.
She had to concentrate on the important shit she was talking about on stage, like the issues, the jokes,
tits,
whatever the fuck. You know who the worst? Since we're talking about women in comedy.
We gradually went from like black people to women.
Exactly.
We're gonna work our way to white men.
Josh Blue and company, you're next.
No. We had Jamie Kennedy, that's right. We started
Jamie Kennedy, you started white, we got like a disabled guy coming up. So Liza Schlesinger, man, fucking worst. She was terrible, man. Just on stage. I don't know, I've never met her outside, but like, just her act. It was just a lot of noise. She was like Dee from Always Sunny. Doing like the fucking machine gun. That's basically what
is she a female Michael Winslow? What the fuck is all this sound effects, dog?
I heard Michael Winslow's an asshole too.
Oh, well, I've worked with him a couple times too. His show is the loudest show I've ever heard. I'm definitely I'm gonna have hearing loss because of you guys and the volume at which stuff is played at the club. But his show is cranked up to a 10. And he did a Prince tribute that lasted for 35 minutes. He just
so
powered.
sad.
He does the windshield wiper shit right up top, but then it's Prince for half an hour.
Was it the same year he died? Or it's just like
it was. It might have been when he died, but it was definitely. I worked with him before he died. He still did Prince.
I thought he was doing like a cease and desist. Like, come on, man, this is just hacky at this point. I thought it was
no.
He's gonna do it every year.
Costume changes into a Prince costume with the purple sash thing and the pants on and
How long can you just ride on Prince like that, dog? Like this.
Until the Police Academy people die, he's gonna have a career. And again, I love him. Love Morgan Preston, who seems to work with him all the time.
No, I got nothing.
Love him all.
Shout out Morgan Preston. He's still living on a boat.
Taking fantastic photos. I wish you were down here to take photos of my kids.
For sure. I hope your dogs are still doing well, man.
I hope you're doing well, Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan's a good dude.
But we wasn't trying to splurge. But it's just like I remember working for the first time. Oh, it's so excited! Like it would be like that was different. There was no jokes. Like
that was different. There was no jokes.
Yeah, it was a sound effects show. You know, that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, I heard somebody said they opened for him and they asked him like what credits he wants, and he goes, talk to my manager about that. Like talk to my manager so you can say you were in each individual police academy.
I think I heard that same story where it was Police Academy 1, Police Academy 2,
exactly.
Police Academy 3, Police Academy 4. I think he seems like the kind of person that it might be true.
Yeah.
That'd be wild though. Like, cause like you're opening for R. Kelly. He's like, yeah. You might have seen it from Chapter in Closet, Chapter 1, Chapter in Closet, Chapter 2, Chapter in Closet, Chapter 3.
True course, 5. It's like it's an old case.
I get the light by like Chapter 36. I'm sorry, guys. I got to do all these. You know,
after the midget pops out from under the sink or whatever, there is a midget that comes into play in that song. I don't know how.
What chapter is it?
9. I'd say 9 or 10.
Yeah,
I did watch it.
Shout out the little guy from Friday, you know what I mean? Who was married to Miss Parker? That was the same dude.
He was in that movie. He was okay.
He was.
I did watch a bunch of chapters. One late night in BET. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
BET
It was BET.
Yeah, was R. Kelly naked or what?
He wanted to be.
He wanted to be.
He wanted to be unshowered and naked, like his true self.
I hear he puts on. We talk about it a lot. He did put up a concert. And one of the prison people I was just watching, like, oh, cool. That'd be kind of interesting, you know? Like, yeah, man, I remember listening to your songs before I went to jail. You know?
I need him to die so we can play his songs again because I'm torn because he makes great music.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I got the opportunity to play it this weekend because Charleston White came through and I figured I could play some controversial shit. Charleston White
Yeah, I want to hear
is
about
the sweetest man I've ever met in my life. He might be the funniest old man that I've ever seen on that stage. I enjoyed every second that he was on. He was on stage for 2 fucking hours.
What was he?
2 hours.
What is he famous for? Like, I know him from famous on YouTube, just like shitting on like a lot of like good culture.
He's an instigator, I would say. But I don't think I'm telling tales outside of school because he says this when he's on stage. It's all an act. It's all fake. He only does it for money. Yeah. He tells stories about prison that had me dying. Dude. And I loved every second of it.
First time I saw Charleston White, like his first thing he talked about was working jobs. And he talked about motherfuckers like telling sex stories and shit. And he was like, hey man, I'm not comfortable with that. You say that to them, they keep doing it, so then he tell HR. So it was like on file. And then when they did it again, because he already told them once, told HR blah, he like, I'll sue him for like $65,000. For like harassment in the workplace, and that's how he like got over. Like I worked for 2 months, get like $65,000 for the year. I'm like, that's what's up, man.
Oh, that's a job hack right there. That's better. That's better than asking for a 20-cent raise on a podcast.
Yeah, Tommy, come on, man. This guy's a fucking celebrity, bro. 20 cents.
Okay. Just enough that he can't say no.
Yeah, no, it's worth it right
he
there.
He says no, he's 15. He's just such a shrewd businessman.
Yeah, he gonna say no.
15 cents.
I'll give you 15 cents every 6 months.
He leaves there
2
like,
years.
Got him. Oh, shit. Cheers again, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the Charleston White show. Like, it's a... No, when he said it was like the funny show, like, oh, I was like, what's going on? Like, I wanted to like sarcasm in it, but you legit enjoyed it.
No, I truly did. He was very, very funny. I have nothing but good things to say about him. He should have had the whole weekend. Who was the comic? Oh, Craig Condon. He was funny.
Craig Condon?
Yeah.
Okay. That's on the next day.
Yeah.
Here's what happened, Craig.
Long hair dude, right?
Yeah, long hair dude had. Yeah.
Here's
Joe's.
So I was he there? No, he's there on a Thursday. I was there on a Thursday. I don't think you were there.
No.
So you hear what happened that Thursday, right?
Did somebody get kicked out of that show?
A homeless person. Okay, so what happened was Larry, he let the homeless guy
in. The shitter. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's gross. Okay, it's like cover your ears, people eating in his room. So what happened was he let a homeless guy in, and like, it's like, okay, whatever. It's like, I was just being nice, Like, me and Logan agreed to say, I empathize with the idea of homeless people. But it's not like actually homeless.
What does that even mean, dude?
I mean, it's like the empathize
idea.
Like, it's
of homeless people. Like, I can see me being like on the street.
Not empathize for them, like they're going through a hard time, but the real actual homeless people are pieces of shit most of the time.
Okay,
that's what it is. I'm saying.
Put this down since we do live.
No, you're not upload this part of the thing. I'm just saying the ones that we've seen. There's the ones that we have personally dealt. Here's an example of what this guy did. Anyways, he uses a restroom, and he's in there for a very, very long time. We're like, hey, you okay? Whatever. And then the rest of the staff, people are leaving. Like audience members are leaving because it smells so bad. He's doing something. People are gagging. People are gagging really bad. So what he does is he shits.
That's like 30 feet, by the way. That's like a 30 feet in a hallway.
Yeah, so there's 30 feet in a hallway. So people get smell. People are walking by, just walk by the restroom. People are like, oh, what the hell is it? People leave the kitchen. It smells so bad. And there's multiple doors to get to the kitchen. So anyways, he shits in his hands, he just smears it all over the restroom. And it was really,
Why?
And then
that's mental illness, bro.
It is mental illness. I feel bad for them. I do, but it's also like, come on, dude. Also, I heard there's that one lady who got brutally murdered out on that same street, the homeless lady.
I was gonna say that she did the exact same thing.
She did the exact same thing.
Nick let her in, and she did the same thing. She shit up the bathroom, had to clean it. She got stabbed with the samurai sword.
She got stabbed by a samurai sword like months later or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right, just down on the corner.
That's
He's standing
I thought
outside.
it was like a former kitchen worker. Like, yo, he got like, she stabbed him. He doesn't work there anymore. He's in prison, but
No, it was that convenience store across the street from the club, the candy store.
yeah.
So like, they got mad at her.
Yeah, I get it. She probably did something.
No, he walked up and just started like hacking her and like whatever. People, oh my god, it's so scary. What'd you do? And people like, oh, she was a beautiful soul. Like, was she? You know, like, come on, was she? I'm sorry. This is part where I get canceled. All right, you guys are holding us back. But she literally just smeared feces on the restaurant.
I was about to say,
Sarah the bartender.
Like, well, you know, she probably said something. She probably did something. Like
Sarah the bartender's like, for this day, I won't use that stall ever again. I won't say what stall it is.
It's haunted.
That's haunted. you can just Ouija board her. She's gonna be back like change.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, you mean here's like the thing is people hate like I used to make fun of like when I worked in Pioneer Square. I saw like a lot of weird shit.
Nah, working
Like I
get it, bro.
yeah, he worked at Belltown. Like I worked in Pioneer Square. I saw this thing here. This one girl like smoking crack, right? And he just kind of blocked the wind with her. With his with his jacket, like like Inspector Gadget jacket, whatever
like
it's
a
called.
gentleman.
Like a gentleman.
Of course.
I'm just like, man, these guys are blocking it when we try to smoke and crack.
I like you said,
And
crack. Like no one's smoking crack anymore. By the way, it's definitely
something else.
awesome.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. So they were
they're
smoking
basically
something,
fentanyl.
and he's blocking the wind. And I'm just like, man, like they're doing that to each other, and I can't even get a text message back. And people, there's somebody commented there, they're so fucked up. You make fun of this here. It's like, dude, I have to walk around their fentanyl shits, like all the way downtown. Dude. I gotta walk around this shit. You don't see.
There's two types of fentanyl shits too, man. I can tell you what they are, but I'm not going to.
We had this conversation. Greg got really drunk. He told me the different kinds of heroin shits that he sees.
Yeah, man. I'm just, I work in Belltown. I see all kinds of. Remember when that dude shot that lady in that Tesla on 3rd Street? You hear about that?
Oh yeah, I heard
Shot that. I heard those gunshots, dude. I was like a block away from that.
Man.
Like, oh shit, that just happened. Yeah,
that-
right there. Like some other dude got like beat to death with a chain by two other guys, like a block away from me. Cause like, I'm not gonna say where I work, but there's
You're gonna dox yourself.
exactly. There's a
Greg, where's it right in?
like a halfway home kind of place, people who are like hard on their luck, like they're like, transitioning from being homeless and like getting back in society.
Yeah, and I hope
believe
those
it or
people
not,
do well.
Doing
a
the
lot of
Lord's
them
work.
have a lot of problems still, so a lot of shit goes down there, man. Like a lady jumped out of the window.
Yeah. Dude,
Just
yeah,
four
like,
stories. I was like, wow, man.
if you want to have a fun read, read the reviews of the McDonald's on 3rd and Pike, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and Pike. I love the reviews. They're like, yeah, I went to take, my kid was happy, and I just wanted to give him a Happy Meal, and somebody sold heroin right next to us.
You're lucky if it's just sold right
Yeah,
next to
exactly. It's like
Normally, they're
I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on.
straight up.
I'm like, hold on a sec. They sold it. They had a legal transaction in front of you. That's a good day. Like for 3rd and Pike right there. Usually, I would just steal it from him.
they had a consensual transaction. That's different.
He asked for consent too. What a good day. That's a good day for 3rd
I
and
see,
Pike.
like, I thought a dude was just shooting up in his like shin one day, but it looked like he was digging in it for too long. Like he couldn't find a vein. And as I was getting closer, because like I was doing some shit, he was like just picking at this at least 8-inch, 2-inch deep, like 8-inch long, 2-inch deep fucking wound in his leg that he was just playing with. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, you need to go to the hospital? He's like, oh man, bro. Like I was gonna get that guy's medical help, but he refused it.
That reminds me when I was in Minnesota, I was looking for weed. This when weed was really illegal. I was walking around this big park, I was like, hey, I get some weed. He's like, are you a cop? Like, no, here's my ID. I'm from Washington. I just didn't know where to get weed. So I just brought.
That's the whitest thing ever.
Whitest thing ever. That's what it's like. No. It's like, no. Can I buy some drugs? No. Can I buy some drugs? No. This is where I live, right here.
So you know my family is, just in case. You're an honorable guy.
Yeah, I just had to transition out of our homeless story to brag about where I live. So it's kind of crazy. And I'm just like,
goddamn.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So I was walking downtown. I saw this one guy. He's like, hey man, you got any change? Like, no man, I was just looking for some weed. Like, man, I could really use some money right now. And he showed me his hand, and his hand was like crushing his bones, like going through his palm. Like, oh man, that's awful. But I really need $40 of weed to forget what's going on right now. This interaction. It was gross. I'd never seen a hand like with bones poking through. Like it looked like fresh. Like what the fuck happened? Like somebody curb stomped his hand.
No, where you at? Where you're just like, I need someone. It's like, no, you need so much more than just money. $5 ain't gonna help.
All the help. I don't know if there's enough help that we
There's
can
not
give.
enough help, man. Yeah.
Here, sir, here's a blank check.
Yeah, do with it what you must.
Please just steal my ID. Here's my ID again. Like, just take it. Get a loan in my name. Please go rehab.
If you make it back to Seattle from Minnesota, that house is yours. Oh yeah, no, that's wild. I remember it was Blank Check. Remember the movie Blank Check?
Yeah,
Back
that's
in
where that
like
lady
94.
kisses that little kid at the
Oh yeah, that is
It's
kind of weird.
real pedophile.
Yeah, that
Like
whole movie sucks.
detective, the police officer in that movie, kisses
She
a little
groomed this
boy
kid because-
that embezzled $1 million.
Yeah, first off, that little kid. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up your bike, kid. I'm a criminal. Sure, that guy was a criminal, but he's like, here's a check. Get yourself a bike. I don't care if it's $500. I'm the
Yeah.
man. So this kid takes all the fucking money for his bike. Who are this kid's parents, man? Like,
Yeah.
where'd you get this money, bro?
I mean,
Man,
they bought like
this
a
dude.
They bought like a mansion,
Yeah.
a water slide, all these things.
Oh man!
He
Of
bought
course, that guy
Scream.
came back to kill that kid. I would have definitely buried him. I would have definitely buried that kid.
$1 million in
But-
like 94,
$1 million now?
89, I would have murdered him too.
Yeah, $1 million now would just get you a house
For
in
a
Kent.
BMX bike, my God, that was $50.
Get you a house in Kent. That's all you're gonna get, dog. Yeah, I think nowadays they could probably just sue the police station. Yeah, your detective tried to fuck me. I need another $1 million.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. There was definitely pedophile. There's so many.
She kisses him, really kisses him at the end of that movie. It's unsettling.
What producer was like, no, we gotta see it. No, do it again. No.
All of them. It was the 80s. Every single
90s.
one of them. When they were watching people kiss each other unwanted,
Yeah, you know-
they were doing it themselves.
You know, in the movie, I was watching the movie Howard the Duck. And
Hey,
like,
shout out Howard.
Shout out Howard.
also, it's what's her face kisses at the duck. You know,
She
I'm like,
fucks that duck. dude.
She fucks that
fucks
duck.
Oh,
She
wow.
talks about his curly duck wiener at one point. She
Yeah.
fucks that
She's
duck.
like, it was like a
I want to block that out.
That's like the last
first
scene.
Marvel
Like they
movie.
bust in. It was the first Marvel movie because Howard the Duck is a Marvel character. Anyway,
Oh man, what a weird Avenger that is.
for sure.
What's his superpower? What's his
He's
superpower?
just giving ladies like definitely chlamydia or something. No way ducks don't have shit.
Yeah, duck STDs, the
Gross,
deadliest
man.
in the world.
Exactly. We don't have
It's
enough.
like, could you imagine? Then you're like, Howard the Duck, like 20 years later, she's like, wasn't it the girl in the movie? I don't know what it was. It was like 10 years after the marriage. Like, it's like,
It's
bread.
too old. Don't worry about
Like,
it.
what's with it? Bread again? This is fucking bullshit. I'm so tired of this.
Yeah, when like 90% of the population's dead from this fucking duck disease.
Bird flu.
Bird flu. I was ready to drop it.
Ah, shit. Security guard is not dropping the gems. He has them though.
Yes.
Unless I hold them for myself
Yeah.
and I judge. at the end.
Not a judge. I would have gone this way.
Oh shit! No, that's wild. No, it's funny because I was thinking like the movie's like weird as it is, but it would be weird if it was like a girl duck and a regular guy, but it would be more believable. You know, this is what it is.
Of course.
Almost
So you got one hole for everything. Huh? All right. This is technically anal, right?
He's just quacking. Did you say crack? Okay,
That was the
enough.
first time I saw duck titties, man. Remember that?
Oh, some nice duck titties.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I
Like
can
she was
get
like,
into that.
well, I was like, oh, that's right. It was like, yeah, this is a kid. Like this is an 84.
This is a rated PG. My children are watching this next to me. Duck titties. What is going
Duck
on?
titty. Instead of DuckTales. Duck titties.
They were nice though.
Do you know this is like a random DuckTales fact? Just the beat to that song, the doom 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 doom. You could say anything to that beat and it'll make sense. I don't want to do it right now.
Oh, I was ready. I was
I
ready. I
had
was
some
gonna
bars ready for us.
What are we gonna do? All right. We're sitting here with Brian A. Dennis on the pod.
You win. You win. I'm not gonna make you
do it quick. Yeah, you told me to do it, man. Here we go. You can do it. That was off the top of the dome, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
That was the best freestyle I've heard in days.
In days. You freestyle at the house all the time.
You have the instrumental saved in your fucking phone, don't you?
Well, I sent you the
that's how
file
Nas-
beforehand. I should have it loaded up. I'm ready to go.
You better have some of this DuckTales thing.
This is my new single.
Yeah, and just how Nas wrote Illmatic. Fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Illmatic.
Fuck Jay-Z.
He's And then Jay-Z's
Been on my
career.
dick, you love my style. You
By
can do it.
Biggie
Oh my god.
Biggie Flips.
Listen, Greg, you might need to rethink the whole not doing musical comedy thing. I can see you up there with the nice.
You know, I never. Dude.
I've thought about it, but it's so
Actually-
hack, dude. Like it's easy. Like it's easy. Come on, man. I hate following goddamn music. I hate following a music comic so much.
I watched Chris Hardwick do it all weekend. It's not easy.
Okay. You're
And
saying
then Craig Robinson did it before that, but all he had to do was play the Office song, and white people melted.
dude, Craig Robinson and Todd Rex. Great hangs, by the way.
Todd Rex is awesome. They're both awesome.
For sure, man. Spokane. That was like one of the best comedy nights I've ever had in my life, hanging out with those two guys. And their opener, I forgot who he is, a little Mexican dude. Not good, but like he's like. But he's
Dude,
like,
hey, but he kills at a Latin night,
yeah,
though.
no, he definitely. When he speaks
Oh no,
Spanish-
it wasn't the bald guy, the black guy that might be kind of gay.
No, it was definitely like a little Mexican dude.
Oh.
He was like, he was terrible, but like it didn't matter because Todd Rex is like the
Fake him out, yeah.
He just
they come
like
out
cleaned it
just
up. He's like the real
steamroll.
comic, and then like Greg just fucking music. Everybody loved it. It was
You hear
great.
Todd Rex owned by T-Rex when he was a kid?
I think he does now.
Of course he does. You T-Rex him now. It's
Okay.
Todd Rex is awesome.
Todd Rex, man. Shout out, man. Good times, bro.
I'm sorry. I was going to say something stupid. It's like, he's a gay lover, he's a Pegasaurus.
I knew.
Here it goes.
Rim shot. Yes. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! You know we didn't do any single segments. I remember when the last I was really sad when we lost your episode of Roastbusters because like we paid for because we forgot to pay like re-up our thing, so we lost your stories, we lost Quentin Jones stories, we lost James Taylor stories, and those are some of my favorite stories.
All
Some of
black
my-
guy stories, by the way.
All black guy stories. Kevin Atkins had a good one. Shelby Adot had a great episode or two. But I remember the mean thing someone said to you, like with the teacher. There was a period I had you and James back-to-back times, and the meanest things like, what's the mean thing I ever said to you? Both of them were from teachers, which I thought was so fucked up. I'm like, why are teachers so mean to their big black students?
You gave me kind of outline, and the meanest thing that was said to me was my social studies teacher in 10th grade called me a fat fuck in class. And it sat with me for my entire life. Mr. Menu, I cannot wait for you to die. He's still alive. I've seen pictures.
Man, Miss Burnetto, Penrose, Colorado, man, bitch. I know you're old. I know you're already dead, but I hope your family's not doing well. I hope it was like generational poverty after you died.
Generational poverty. Generational poverty.
You fucking
Yes,
rich.
I don't get no internet, so
We
you
had
get
some
any
teachers
jobs.
that didn't want to do that shit.
Oh,
These teachers now are enthusiastic. We
Yeah.
had some get to the end teachers.
For
Yeah,
sure.
dude, but
Now they're trying to save the world, but like it's too late, man.
Yeah. But there's been a lot of things, there's been a lot of years since we had that episode. Like, what's the meanest thing you've said to somebody? Like, it's a good roast. There's gotta be something that you've had.
The meanest thing I've ever said to somebody was, it was, I work with children.
Okay.
And the meanest thing I ever said was to a kid. He was probably in 10th grade.
See? Exactly. There you go. 10th grade.
He was
Is
an
this
athlete.
sophomore?
He was an
My son,
athlete.
Full
is
circle.
in 10th grade, so
Full
here
circle,
Here he is.
He was an athlete, and he was running his mouth at me or something, and I looked at him and said, "I feel sorry for your fucking mother. You are a piece of shit," and walked away. And I think about that little white kid every single day for how bad I felt when I was walking away when I said that.
Yeah, luckily it wasn't O-Dog in fucking Menace to Society.
He felt so bad, but he turned it right around. He had to watch like an action movie here, like one of slow motion.
Oh,
bomb
man,
was funny.
I walked out of that gym. The last thing he saw was me walking out, and he contemplated that shit because he was
sure.
a piece of shit.
I'm like, you know
What did he
fuck
do?
your mom,
What did he
right?
do?
She's feeling the boy.
What did
He, just a piece of shit middle schooler, and it's hard to describe unless you have been through or have a piece of shit middle schooler, or even a sophomore in high school. Just that there's that age that like 13 to like 16, 17 range where they're pieces of shit and they stink.
My youngest son, probably a piece of shit, but he doesn't stink. Like, he's kind of an asshole. He loves me, I don't know what it is, but he's kind of a dick to everyone else.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, that's my son. He'll grow out of it. He's gotten better as he's gotten older. He's always been like a psycho kid, though.
I got the same thing with my son. He doesn't stink. We got that out of him. He doesn't brush his teeth as much as he should, but you know. But he is an asshole. They're just mean, and they think they're the shit.
For sure, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm proud of him because I know he's he's assertive. You know what I mean? He's gonna be okay in life. Because like that kid will fucking like brag. He's like, yo, Dad, can I please get this hoodie for $35? I'm like, nigga, you didn't do shit for this hoodie. What do you mean? But it'll just weigh you down. I'm like, all right, you got this hoodie, man. You're gonna be okay in life, son. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be all right.
He's gonna be salesman. He's gonna kill a real estate.
I feel it.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine overall.
He's gonna slowly fix that homeless population, one person at a time. Just by selling
Gonna
homes.
turn it around.
Turn it around. Turn it around. Oh yeah. No, that's great. Let's see. What's because we'll do this thing at once. If you could uncancel one person, I'm not saying forgive them their sins, but get rid of their terrible thing that they did because you like them for their art, whatever.
We got to keep a tally of the people who like what they say.
Yeah.
I think some of the people are gonna say like the same shit. We got to see who like.
Okay, we can't do R. Kelly because I did R. Kelly. We can't do Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Don't
Can't do ShamWow guy.
I have somebody none of your guesses.
Okay.
I would like to uncancel Jeffrey Jones, the greatest character actor of my childhood, and I'm guessing yours too.
Okay, who's Jeffrey Jones?
Have you seen the movie Stay Tuned? The Devil in Stay Tuned?
Yeah. Yeah. What did he do?
He was a pedophile. He was taking pictures of little kids in the 80s. And has been canceled since.
But everyone takes pictures of kids in the 80s. It's what you did.
They weren't his kids.
At the bike shop, you know, just like.
Now, I don't condone his actions, but he was a fantastic actor. And
so
I loved everything he did.
So was the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the principal. He was also a pedophile, but Mr. Rooney. He made that movie, bro. Mr. Rooney. I still watch that movie every time I'm sick, bro. Shout out. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It was rough back then.
It was rough, man.
You couldn't find a community of like-minded people. You just have to do it on your own.
It's called Hollywood.
You weren't called a Matt back then. You were called a piece of shit.
Oh, man. No, here's a...
Dog, I would tell you about that time I was doing a show with Roger Lazola in Grants Pass, Oregon. And he's just doing his shit, talking about being in his 40s, talking about taking naps. Like, take naps. And this lady starts losing her fucking mind, like screaming at him. Maps aren't funny! Maps aren't funny! Fuck this guy, maps aren't funny! He's like, well, he can't even hear what's going on. I hear what she's saying. I have to go to her. I'm like, man, he said naps. Like taking a nap, not minor attracted persons. And instead of like, oh, I'm sorry for mishearing the whole joke, she just starts freaking out. That sounds like maps, fuck you. The host was like this tall woman. She kept calling her like a transvestite. She was talking hell.
Oh my goodness.
She had to get kicked out.
This is Southern Oregon, so you could call something that.
Dude.
Oh, that's wild.
Oh, it was wild. It was crazy.
Shout out Roger Lazola, one of my favorite comics.
He's a comic I know, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I saw Roger last week. So I was coming from Polsbo. I had a wedding out there. And I stopped by Remedy, which is where his girlfriend owns that bar, right?
Yeah.
So
they broke up.
Yeah, so they're still together. And then Roger showed up. Oh, hey. I looked like, Roger, what's up? I said, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, I'm just stopping by. Nice to see you too, dog. He just did whatever. And I was like, hey, Roger, are you free this day? Like, let me check my calendar. So he looks at his calendar. There's no dates in it whatsoever. I'm like, dude, what the fuck you pretending you have something to do? Why'd you pretend? You trying to big time me, dog? You just say you don't want the gig, motherfucker. I'm like, obviously right now, no one's booking you right now, dog. Just say no. If you don't
I cornered Roger when he was fighting, who did he fight? Shad Foster.
Yeah.
I cornered him, man, because me and Roger are always talking about fighting, man. He's like boxing dude. I was like, man, you ready? You been getting your cardio in, bro? He's like, yo, man, this kid's not ready, blah, 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 man. First off, Roger gave up the second round. I'm very disappointed that. He knew I was disappointed when I looked at him. I was just like, motherfucker, just take a beating, dog. You were tired, my guy.
He
Yeah,
didn't want to fuck that pretty face up. That's the money maker.
yeah, it is money making. But Roger, you gotta get back in that ring.
No,
Man.
let's have Rogers a guest.
No,
We got
we'll definitely have Rogers. Again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him up today.
I have a picture of me taking a picture of his calendar. There's nothing on there. He just came back from Alaska. There's literally nothing. And he's like, no, I might have something in Canada. I have something in Canada. Like, oh, you're gonna make up a whole country. Just pretend you're busy with me, dog.
BC with Vancouver, man, they got a theater.
Yeah. You're gonna get paid in Canadian pesos and not do my American show?
I sold shirts in Canada, but I just sold like regular 25, and then when I got my money back, it was only like 20. So I was so pissed. I was like, oh man, these fucking Canadians.
Dude, here, you know what's crazy? Canadians though, man, their liquor costs so much more over there. I just buy booze.
Oh man, we went to this club in Canada. Like before we got in the club, they were like patting everybody down. We're like, what the fuck? So we're sitting there, never been like pat down before. So we asked him like, so why you patting everybody down? It's like a lot of violence here. They're like, oh no, people sneaking booze. Like, we're so American. We thought like you're trying to check for guns and shit. Like, no, this is Canada, dog.
I'm like, where's there been a shootout in a Canadian club?
Yeah, exactly. There's like no people just bringing their own
that makes sense. Yeah.
whiskey to save money. So it's like, okay, we're too Americanized now.
I've done it. I bought an Uber in Canada. It's like, so how's Canada treating you? He's like, what? He's like, you're American. It's like, you could tell. I was like, yeah. I was just loud and drunk. I was just being like,
Man, I left the lady like a $20 tip for like whatever. I was like, you can just keep the 20. And she's like, she was so fucking moved. She was moved.
Like she's a third world country.
She's like, what? Are you serious? I was like, yeah, just kidding. She's like,
Changing
my
lives.
God, thank you.
Changing lives.
I was like, man, if only we got that kind of gratitude here, bro. We don't. It's like, oh, really?
I'm grateful anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Only 22%. Go fuck yourself. It's like,
yeah, I went to my friend's vape shop because like I was buying. He's like exotic chips, whatever, like chips from like he buys chips from, like other parts of the world, like Lay's from like Thailand or Lay's from like Korea and shit. So I bought some Lay's.
Lay
there.
still owns the shit. It's like, this is like.
But no, but there's different flavors. They got different flavors though, right? They got this pork. They got like this pork belly one, and there's like one that tastes like $5. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. And then I was like, okay, I'll buy these. Like, oh, $7 for like a medium-sized bag. Like that's a lot. But anyways, and then as I checked, I was like, hey, would you like to leave a tip? Like, what the fuck? I grabbed my own chips, man.
I'm gonna open them myself and put them in my own mouth. You ain't getting shit else.
These are my pork belly fudge.
Could you imagine like Taco Bell's like, hey, we're gonna sell bathroom tokens. We sell some bathroom tokens, so you gotta like have to pay for that shit.
I'd tip at Taco Bell if they got me food faster.
Here's the
extra
no,
dollar. In and out quicker.
No, you know how much a cheesy gordita crunch costs now? I bought one the other day at a Taco Bell. It would cost $7.
What Taco Bell did you go to?
The one in Covington. Yeah. It was like
What's a taco though? What else?
Kentucky Fried Chicken and KFC. KFC and Taco Bell. Yeah.
Yeah, I get roped in those. It's a chicken sandwich and a couple tacos. It's a rough trip. Every time I check out the KFC Taco Bell, even if they have a Pizza Hut, I'm coming away with
pizza in there
with a mini pizza, boy.
Mini pizza.
They know that as soon as you walk in. Like, look how big this mom.
Like I finished reading books in first grade.
He was one from East.
He was one guy. Like, I gotta work all 3 grills now.
He goes to Long John. We have one in this Long John Silver's and KFC. Like, who the fuck eats the Long John Silver's? It's crazy. I haven't had Long John Silver's.
Dude, it used to be called Captain D's, man. Before it got bought out, it was good when it was Captain D's, man.
Long John Silver's.
Captain D's.
It was called Captain D's. It was like a fish spot. And then like Long John Silver bought them out. It was like some 80s shit, man. I remember like eating Captain D's watching Dick Tracy in a basement.
That's the whitest shit ever.
Exactly. He was doing I was 7 years old.
Nah, man, I gave him my ID. That's
you did. Give him your ID to verify that you were a civilian.
That's the whitest shit I've ever heard. That's not some shit they've already done. That's
all time.
Here's my drug, like my ID to prove I can buy drugs, sir. I'm also not a law enforcement agency. You know this. Who would do this? Please give me an 8.
I did have $40. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, dude.
Nah, that's just wild.
Right, so what's the white? You got a white dad. What's the whitest shit you ever done?
The whitest shit I ever done. I went to college at Western Washington
As
University.
like I was saying, I went to college.
Bellingham, Washington. Now, I get where you're going. Black people go to college. I went to college to play basketball. Now, before we get there, so
He went to Howard.
there was
Howard Schultz.
Jennifer. I love you, Jennifer. I love you very much. There was this redhead girl that was fine as fuck.
Joyce Taylor.
Redhead white girl, and it was about the time that swing was big as shit.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah.
I learned to swing dance just for the opportunity to kiss this fucking girl. Didn't get me anywhere, but I definitely swing dance for like 3 hours. So that's the
walk
whitest
up
thing
with your
ever.
tallness.
I was throwing
blackness,
shit.
It didn't work enough. Just like, hey, I'm tall and black.
She was kind of religious.
Dude, that's if I go into a line if I was you. Hey, I'm tall and black.
She was kind of religious, so the black doesn't really play with religious because they're not as excited.
Yeah, but
Hey, here's the thing.
Okay, that's a different podcast. We'd be sitting with four white girls.
We should
telling
do
them what
it.
to
We'll
do.
do it. Like, so what's it about?
Yeah, did you take it to your church? Black church is way more exciting.
I retired from church when I was old enough to tell my mom I wasn't fucking going. I hated every second of that shit.
Yeah, hated black.
Except for I went to a white people church. My mom,
Hey, there we go. See,
my mom always got roped into weird stuff.
A lot of white
So
shit sounds like
I went to a couple.
you did say your mom was black, right?
Well,
And you went to a white church.
my mom obviously.
Who's your dad?
because-
Who's your dad?
obviously
Was your dad
because
John
she married. My mom liked white guys, so she liked doing white guy shit.
Oh yeah.
So I went to a couple LDS church, a couple Jehovah's Witness bullshits.
Mm-hmm.
So and all that white
LDS
people
is,
shit. She
not
loved
Florida.
anywhere she could try to find a white guy.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Yeah, LDS is Lord Disciples. That's what.
Exactly.
Lord Gangster Disciples.
Oh no, I
When
retired.
it pulling up on you, it might as well be, dog. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Spinning the block again?
Oh my god.
No, that's wild, man. Let's get one more comic backstage story here. We're about an hour now, but this has been a lot of fun.
This has been a fun episode.
This one, you're a great guest.
Let's see. Do we want? I've been killing black people, but they are the worst in the green room. So okay. Here we go. So we'll rapid fire a couple.
All right.
Mike Epps had an entourage of about 10 people.
Fucking believe
they
that.
they were doing drugs and shooting dice in the parlor green room. D.L. Hughley.
How black are you shooting dice in the green?
Man, it's the crazy thing was Mike Epps was giving his people money, so they weren't gambling their own money. They were just gambling the money Mike Epps was getting from the parlor.
Just give the guy the same
diem.
amount of money. Like, here you go, man. Shut the fuck up.
His writers that pay his friends. That's what it is.
Little Duval again. Fuck him. He awful in the green room. He had us. If you've been to the comedy club,
Yeah.
we had to close the doors in front of the entrance and lock the entrance so he could stand in the entrance and smoke weed. So we had to bring people in the exit doors. Little Duval sucks. Eddie Griffin, fuck him.
Eddie Griffin had to get
Whitney Cummings, fuck them.
in his rider. He had to get like a pair of Jordans, right? Who was in charge of getting
It was
Jordans?
Air Force Ones. He did
Ones.
for every show. So if he did 6 shows, it'd be 6 Air Force Ones. He got, and I saw every pair
And
of
you
Air
know
Force
he's
Ones.
small. He wears like size.
He wears
7
it's a
feet,
girl
so you can't
size,
even
so
wear-
it's so
you
it's
can't
easy
even
to
wear him, dude. Like this piece of shit. I would definitely take him.
It's easy to get, and he would just walk home with 5 pairs of shoes. He wouldn't wear them shits. He would wear one and take the rest home. I walked him back to his hotel too, and he told me that shit. That's why I say he's a good guy, because I had a good experience with him.
He's a good guy.
But he's an asshole in Tacoma.
900
Good guy
pairs
in
of
Bellevue,
Air Force Ones.
asshole in Tacoma.
Yeah, see what Tacoma
Let's
needs
see.
is a Latin night.
Does he like to color his own shits? Is that why he?
I'll give the greatest green room story I've ever witnessed.
Oh, nice.
Not bad, but just the greatest
So
experience.
Joyce Taylor was there.
So the best comic I've ever seen, the best show I've ever seen was Tony Rock. Tony Rock is absolutely hilarious. He might be my favorite comic. I love
first
Oh,
of all-
no, hey man, no hates. You
First
see
of
a
all,
lot
hey,
guys-
way to end on a positive note by praising a black guy for once.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this.
So
At least
Tony
the fact
Rock
that he's a
had
black
the
guy.
greatest show I've ever seen. Packed room. The shit was electric. And if you've been to a comedy show that just fucking hits, you feel the electricity in the room. It just feels great.
Bobby Kelly. Better go ahead.
Bobby Kelly, Good guy.
Cute.
Tony Rock.
After
Tony
that
Rock
show.
did a meet and greet after that show, and during that meet and greet, he met a bachelorette party. And Tony Rock is a great guy. He took pictures with everybody. He pulled that bride aside, and during the entire most of the meet and greet, he'd take pictures, go pictures, and then be chatting with the bride. So I think nothing of it. And meet and greet ends. He takes that bride back to the green room.
Of course he does. Give her one last shot before she gets married.
Now, I know what goes on. I know what goes on in the green room when the green room gets.
Anyone ever clean
so,
that couch?
No, never clean the couch. That the parlor green room. There, I can give you a list of the people that fucked in there. But Tony Rock was in there for about an hour with her, and I know things were happening because things happen. I happened to see Tony
Is there
Rock.
like a camera back there?
No, there's no camera.
Okay, I was like, what kind of creepy shit you guys
Tony
doing?
Rock. I see him grab this lady. It wasn't a white lady, it was a black lady. Sorry. Grab this lady's hand, and I see her walking her back to the hotel. Now, Tony Rock's a man. He was funny. He was funny enough that I would think about fucking him. But the parlor was a nightclub, so it closed at 2 a.m. At 2 a.m., a guy was standing outside the parlor. That bride's future husband was standing, waiting outside of the parlor, outside of the club, basically standing in Bellevue Square, just standing outside saying, hey, my wife and her friends came to this club. My wife hasn't come home, and she was here.
I love her, please.
So
we got a marriage.
So he's standing there, and he's there for an hour at least outside. Before I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you in because he thought we had her. He thought we were keeping her back there from him. I showed him the empty green room, and the look on this man's face is the most utterly defeated man I've ever seen when he realized that Tony Rock took his girl. And then Tony Rock came back the next day with just shit-eating grin. Was the happiest I'd ever seen a man walk into a comedy club, and that's why Tony Rock is my favorite. He be fucking bitches.
First off, he's like, yo, I
That's
know
why I
you got to
fuck
get
the
married,
bitch.
so she does all the freaky shit you got to do to get out of the system. I got to get all this out of my system. Spread your ass cheeks. Like, what?
All of it. All, yeah, man. Yeah, grab your heels. All the good stuff.
Oh man.
Anyway, Jennifer,
I love you. I promise. I was definitely with her when we were at the parlor. I didn't do anything that evening. The bachelorette party left. It was
Tony
just
was like,
Tony
yo, you
Rock.
trying to get on this? I'm like, nah, man.
No,
I'll take
I
a
said I
picture.
love my wife. I showed her pictures, and we talked about our eventual wedding.
Yeah, he's like,
I love you. I'm wearing the ring.
He said, no, Tony Rock, I love my wife. Here's my ID. This is where I live. I can't do this.
This is my personal camera. Please take any pictures you want, but I cannot partake, dude. That's fucking funny.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, shout out
Here's-
Tony Rock.
Here's one last story I want to bring up. So, like, cause this happened with me and him. Like, I had a roast battle with Sherry Hardman, and then like I'm walking in there feeling like Mr. Big Dick. And I beat Sherry before. I'm feeling really, really
She ain't
good.
talking for 3 years after.
I feel really
Shout out
good.
Sherry Hardman.
I love Sherry, right?
Yeah.
So I walked in and like I'm going to be really, really good. So then like, I walk in. And he breaks the bad news. He walked in. He was the one that tells me because like, there's a big girl bachelorette party, So we would know they're gonna be really, really loud.
It's a big girl
Bachelorette party. So bachelorette parties don't even be really loud, but this is a big girls. They're gonna boo the fuck out of me, right? So he sees a big girl bachelorette party and watches like, no, I'm in for a rough night, bro.
He just ran away. He's like, hey,
He was right away, dude.
I've been in
lost
this game
that
for
shit.
so long. I know you're fucked,
Yeah,
bro.
you're
just-
fucked.
I'm fucked. I was like, what? I was like, oh, shit.
Sherry wins. Her. Do we like Sherry?
I like
No,
Sherry, yeah.
I like Sherry. I did.
I like Sherry.
We did have like a weird beef after I roasted her.
We don't edit this shit, by the way.
I heard.
but that was a.
Okay,
that was a
Sherry,
thing.
I love you. I've always been nice to you, but the funniest thing I've ever heard from anybody was a comic called you Tranny DeVito.
Dude, I had
And I
so
can't not
many-
think about it every time I see you. You're awesome though.
Randy to me, that's hilarious. What the fuck? Like, I think my favorite joke I wrote about Sherry was like, yo, Sherry Hartman isn't riding a scooter, she's riding a Harley that she's slowly crushing into a diamond. It was so good. That was such a good roast joke. Oh, man.
Oh man, no. I remember when you said that, I was like, "Hey, dog, you're in the rough." And I was like, "Oh shit." Here's the funny thing: there's a video of me and Sherry roasting each other, and that big girl bachelorette party. No lie, when I'm getting introduced, they're booing me. I didn't even say a word.
Like,
and like it's Sherry, yeah. And then opponent fight Nard like, boo, like I didn't even say a fucking word yet. I'm going to lose, dude. It was fucking wild.
You know you're fucked, man. But hey,
fucked.
that's just how comedy is, man. Situationally, there's some situations you can't get around.
Yeah, like Tony Rock probably could.
That was like a big situation. Like
That's the only way I could win. The only way I could win is if Tony Rock fucked all of them.
he probably could have, but he's like, no. I have standards. You got to be getting married soon.
Because Eddie Griffin peed on them because they're way closer to the restaurant. That's what happened.
If I was Eddie Griffin, I would just be like scuffing up like those J's or whatever the fuck he says.
Tim's.
Yeah, just fucking them up and selling them to white girls now since they're wearing like dirty ass
shoes.
Yeah,
because white girls could fit his shoes. What size he wearing?
Way more money on.
What's the most ridiculous writer they ever seen?
It's always expensive food. Nobody touches the writer. Nobody eats any of the shit they ask for. Nobody. They drink the
B.
booze.
Simone asked for like crab legs and like some chicken and some other stuff. And
did she touch any of it?
No, we all had a good feast.
No, you got afterwards. Everybody at the club is just like, fuck. I'm eating all this Ezell's. Who wanted? Michael Blackston ordered about as much Ezell's as I've ever seen in two plates, just wings and tenders. And if you've been to Ezell's, that shit probably took like 6 days to make because it takes forever to get that chicken. But it was delicious. He didn't touch a single wing. I just took it home to my wife. And see, I love you.
Yeah, Jennifer, I love you. Jennifer, you got all this Ezell's. Yeah, Michael Blackston's Ezell's. That's like celebrity chicken. And you gonna hate on your man?
Yeah.
For Tony Rock is like some new
shit. Tony. Yeah.
Ah, some new shit.
Yeah. It makes you feel any better. Tony Rock